I have chat. Ah, restarted, got chat. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what that does. So maybe it's a YouTube thing. I don't know. So there's my buddy. I told him I was going to go trout fishing this week. I'll tell you, I mean, bass is fun. But so is trout. And these trout are big. These are not your legal farm trout, stuff that you get at most lakes in the country. Lake of the Woods just got 800 trophy trout put in it. What's a trophy trout, you ask? Well, trophy trout is anywhere from 2 to 7 pounds, more up in the range of 4 to 5, right in there. If you ever catch a 4-pound trout, voila, see, voila, hey, there it is, ta-da. If you ever catch a big trout like that, you will understand that they are just as exciting, if not more exciting, than bass. Because bass, I mean, we hook a bass, that baby's got a hook in it. I mean, he ain't coming off too easily. But because you're dealing with these little itty bitty hooks with such a 2 to 3 foot fish, they like to turn, they jump. You try to keep them in the water. They're feisty, and they're really good at getting hooks out of their mouth. It's like a striped bass. If you ever caught a striped bass, they love to roll on you. They're huge fish, and striped bass like to roll, and they're good at getting hooks out of their mouth. So let's see. We'll get this right there. This is an old hook too, so it's good that you go through your favorite lures and replace your hooks every once in a while too. So nothing more frustrating than getting hit and not pulling it in. This is a really good hook for Mad Bite, though. This isn't that little kit that I featured. It was a 181-piece kit. Nice little box for it. Works really good. These are nice hooks. That's Mad Bite. It's a great little kit. So you got to use this funny looking pliers. Got to use those pliers, because that's sort of that tooth sinks in between there like that, and it opens up your split ring. The split ring pliers makes life so much easier than trying to use your fingernails or something. Like I said, if you have good eyesight, good for you. Okay. We got it in the split ring. So once you get in the split ring, you just sort of run it around at 360 till you're on there like that. So again, pretty simple to do. And this is how easy it is to replace hooks on your fishing lures. So we got this one. It's a nice, sometimes when big doesn't work, little works. It just does. So, this is a type of spoon designed by Kastmaster. Mad Bite can't call it a Kastmaster because they're not Kastmaster. But this is a Kastmaster spoon. So this one says Kastmaster on it. And this one is Mad Bite. Really, the only difference between the two, besides a little bit of the size, is that holographic sticker on it. So, should I do this one? I didn't look at these. Let's look at these. Let's see if I can get another spinner with a split ring. By the way, black spinners, rooster tails, work great. Really, it's probably my favorite This is my favorite right here. But it doesn't have a split ring. Let's see. No split ring, so I can't really replace that. Yellow works really good. Let me see if I can replace this hook. Now, see what they do is they loop it, and then I could cut it off and put a split ring on there if I wanted. I could do that. Hey guys, I got chat. We can chat if you want to chat. That's one thing about spinners. See, now this is just basically all this is a Ned jig with beads put on it and feather. That's it. And this right here, that is a good trout jig. That's all that is. This right here is just a regular jig, just with sparkly stuff, tinsel put on it. Makes it look like a bug. Works great for trout. I mean, you can make your own, which is kind of cool and fun, because if you catch it, it's unique. And it's like, voila. And plus, you're presenting something different to the fish. Nobody else has done. And that really is a good thing. This hook is through the eye. There it goes. So there's another Castmaster, two-tone on it. We'll replace this hook with a single. Again, why am I doing this? I'm doing it because in the Williamson's River, it is working now. Yeah, restarted it. The Williamson's River is a prime trophy trout river near my home, and it just opened up last week. And they went this year from treble hooks to single hooks, trying to protect the rainbow trout in it. And you saw me catch a 19-inch rainbow the same day I caught that 21-inch red banded. So now I got to have my Williamson stuff. I got to have my Williamson's baits done. So it's I'm going to catch a lot of trout this week. Trout tastes good too. If you're going to keep a fish, trout's a great trophy fish to keep. So let's see what we got. Like I said, I wish I could see better. I got these stupid drugstore glasses, but I think I'm not doing too bad. I tell you, I get my hands cut up more. Oh, it's so funny. I can't believe I didn't get a lot of the footage on this weekend on catching fish. I could have sworn that camera was on. Happens a lot. But anyway, it was funny. A couple fish, when I caught them, they fell underneath my seat on my kayak. It's very hard to find something under your seat on a kayak. So the first one I finally found and got him in my live well. And then the second one, I could not find it. So I pulled into shore. There it goes. I pull into shore to get out of my kayak and find this stupid fish. So I lift up my seat trying to find this fish that meandered its way underneath. And it wasn't there. There you go. See? Dun, dun, dun. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got to polish this one up. I have a Dremel I actually use to polish these up. And that works really well, just with a polishing wheel and the Dremel. That works really, really well. And then like these little flies. Again, these flies work really, really well too. So again, I use a slip bobber with a lead on it. And then the slip bobber allows this to sort of float and sort of drop down into the water slowly. Anyway, these flies are a way for me to, using spinning gear or an ultralight setup, to fly fish. So that's really nice. And again, you could take just regular jigs like this, just a regular jig, or a Ned jig, and make your own trout lure, sort of tie your own fly. But again, I can use my spinning gear with this, which is really, really neat. And these will actually attract my big, giant trout. And what also works really good, if you ever have, small jerk baits like this, these work really, really good. And they'll also catch bass and other stuff. But so one of these little, come on. You ever have all your hooks all? See, and this is another really good one, rainbow trout. That's another really good sort of jerk bait that you can throw out there. And I mean, nice thing about trout, they're easy to hook. The hard thing about trout, especially these monsters that we have here, it's tough to bring them in. And that you just cut off 2 of the 3 hooks on the trebles without split rings. That's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. Because I do have some favorites here. I wonder how would that might weaken it. I mean, you catch a 15-pound trout on something you cut. I don't know if it would weaken it or not enough, because some of these trout are 15 pounds. Whew, they're huge, massive, massive. So here's another one. So I like the gold spinners or spoons too. This is a Castmaster brand. That's a good idea though. I'm gonna, if anything, I just cut it off and put a split ring on it. That's what I'm thinking about. Is just cut the whole hook off and just add a split ring, because I got lots of split rings. I mean, split rings are cheap. You get split rings with this kit too, by the way. So you could do it. Take this one off. This is a little hook. Look at that little hook. It is amazing. I was getting bites Friday, but I was losing the fish. So I figured, okay, well, I'll go with a smaller hook. And so that's what I did, is I went with a smaller hook. And the next cast out, I pull in a fish. So sometimes you just need to match the hook to the mouth. So if you're getting bites and you're not setting the hook well, either your hook's dull or it's the wrong size for that fish. So you might want to change it up a little bit. Again, changing hooks is something that you should do every once in a while, especially on your favorite baits. So, and I do have some favorite baits. I do change out hooks on like my topwater stuff. Yeah. There it goes. There it goes. All right. That might be my last one. I don't know. Okay, that changes. Voila. Ta-da! So very good. I won't do this big one. This one needs to be polished up. So I got to take some of these, and what I'll do is I'll get my Dremel, and we'll polish up these spinners to get them real shiny again. That works. I've done that before. Oh, there's another fly. Okay, so I went back to trying. I'm trying a new tackle box, mystery tackle box. I'm trying one of those. I've never tried a mystery tackle box. I chose the panfish trout one because I have lots of bass stuff. I don't have a lot of trout stuff, so that's going to come in probably in a week, and we'll do an unboxing of that. This brand right here is called Blue Fox. Don't ask me why they call it Blue Fox, because it's pink. And they come in different colors, so they're not even. I don't even think they might have a blue one. I don't know. But this is. Evidently they make a little sound, and supposedly they're really good. Actually, I've caught lots of stuff on it. This one right here comes in this kit. So, looks like a Blue Fox, but it wasn't spinning very well for me. I don't understand why. It should spin perfectly because I don't see a defect in it. So I was having a hard time getting it to spin, to activate. Yeah, these right here, these kind of groovy ones, they work really good. I've caught 3 or 4 pound trouts on these. So they work real good. I got them off of eBay. So look at that. So this spinner's already got a single hook on it. Oh no, it's a treble. By the way, having these little covers on them are awesome. But let me see. Maybe I should do this one. This one's bent. I could cut that off. Actually, it's bent right here. Let's see. Now, cut it off. Add a split ring on it. That's what you do. I've got more split rings up there, 2 small ones. So then this will be my Williamson's hole right here. This is for my Williamson stuff. So I really think those will work really well for the Williamsons this week. There should be plenty. That's plenty. That's plenty. I got to do some polishing. Polishing. What's the heaviest lure weight you use for trout? Heaviest lure weight for trout, probably 1/8 of an ounce. Probably 1/8 of an ounce. And my favorite movie, oh my gosh. I am an old time movie guy. I love old movies. So, I got so many to choose from. I love musicals. So, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, Music Man, Singing in the Rain. Can't go wrong with those. Just can't. If you want a great independent film, Steve Martin, the comedian, he makes the best independent films I've ever seen. He's made two that I recommend. One's called The Spanish Prisoner. It's not a comedy. In fact, neither one of these are comedies. He's a great dramatic actor. And you wouldn't guess it, but Spanish Prisoner, can't go wrong with that. Everybody will love that, and nobody can guess the ending. It's a mystery. And then A Simple Twist of Fate. That's a great heartwarming story with him in it. I'm trying to think of maybe some more modern movies. Although those are modern. I mean, Steve Martin, he's current, somewhat. What else? Who else? I'm trying to think of another movie. I want to see Hidden Figures. I've heard good things about it. So I want to see Hidden Figures and check that movie out. I hear it's really good. Action films. I like all the Bournes. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the Bournes. So I like good action films. Bruce Lee films. Awesome. Trying to think. I just like old films. I mean, Father Goose, Spencer Tracy, Cary Grant, great old films. You can't go wrong. I mean, I have 3 kids. You got to be very picky about what you watch. So you can't watch something that, corrupts the minds of the youth. But anyway, a few of my favorites are Shawshank. I've never seen Shawshank. Green Mile, never seen it. Forrest Gump, liked it. Never seen Prestige. See, I'm so far behind. Footloose. Gotta cut loose. Footloose. Kevin Bacon. Love Footloose. So, yeah, I like Armageddon. That was a good movie. Bruce Willis in them. That was a good movie. I like that. And but yeah, basically this is actually that one jig. This one probably the heaviest I throw for trout is that one. Doop, doop, doop. That one. That one right there is 1/4 ounce. And you really have to reel it in pretty quick. So, but it works. It works. So those are going to be great. You're going to love what I catch this week. I mean, it snowed here yesterday. I had it was a blizzard came through Klamath Falls yesterday, and it just snowed hard here in town. We had inches, and it gathered, it stayed on the ground, then it ended up melting. Then another blizzard came in. This morning I went out to my truck, and it was just ice. I mean, I literally was breaking ice off my truck. So I ain't fishing today. Just a little cold today. But tomorrow, day after tomorrow, those days I'll be fishing. Tomorrow I'm supposed to get my my replacement part for my my stabilizers on my my kayak, because I've been going without stabilizers, and believe me, you get spoiled with those babies because you can't tip a kayak over with them on. But with them off, it's night and day. It's just a night and day difference between the two. So I need to get those stabilizers on. I hooked my finger because I was reeling in one of my lures, hard baits, and it hooked my bungees in the back. So I reached around and I was trying to undo it, and I ended up hooking my finger. So now I'm stuck like this on my kayak with a hook in my finger, which is attached to the bungees in the back, over my crate. And I'm like drifting towards a dock, and there were some people over there. I'm thinking maybe I should have them help me. And then finally I was able to work my finger loose. But I was kind of in a spot. You get this belly, which I'm not proud of. We move this belly off to center, and the kayak starts to do this. So yeah, it's important to keep your weight centered in a kayak. So, when you buy a bait, what you do, I know it sounds horrible. Test it. When you buy a bait, test it. And see, this bait right here has got not very good hooks on this one, because it really isn't getting the top layer of my skin. I should be able to penetrate at least the top layer of my skin, and it's just not doing it. So you want to basically test your hooks, and yeah, you test them on your skin like I do. But if you just the top layer of your skin, you don't bleed or anything. But it just doesn't. There's just nothing. These aren't very good hooks. So this is a nice lure. It's a good jerk bait. It'll go down about 5, 6, 7 feet. This is a really good one. But because these hooks are not very good, you need to replace them. You just need to replace them. And this all does have some trebles in this kit, which is good. Let me look at the trebles here. You ever watch Star Trek? Watch Star Trek Trouble with Tribbles? Okay, so it is a good hook. So what you want to do is sort of hook yourself, and if it catches that top layer, you can actually watch your top. It's sort of like pulling out with a needle splinter, and that's what this is. So these are good hooks that come in this little kit. So replacing, this is a good bait. It really is. Yeah. We're going to replace these trebles. Now I could use this for trout. I mean, this is a pretty good trout bait too. And I will probably in the Klamath Lake, because the Klamath Lake will be pulling out some, 2 to 3 foot length trout here in the next few weeks. So we're going to remove this hook. Remove that hook. And we'll put on a better hook. Makes a huge difference in catching fish. Huge difference. Just buy good hooks. And you'll know that in no time when you're fishing too. When you get a hit and you don't get a fish. And you can change the size of hooks too, which is nice. Again, size of hooks do matter. So big is not better all the time. Smaller gives you more bites and more fish. This hook's a little bit bigger than the one I took off, so yeah, about the same size. So, da-da, da-da. I lost you, Jared, didn't I? That's all right. We'll replace these hooks on this lure. There we go. Place it. Do, 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 do. Another hook. And put his butt hook. Butt hook. Tell you, sleeping on the ground camping, that was hard. Oh my goodness. And then I thought of this ingenious thing after I get a bad night's sleep, is to use my chair, which leans all the way back into a laying position. And I put that in my tent. I go, man, that's a cot. It was great. I think I just got 1 hour in that thing. It was great, though. You do that next time. Okay, so this bait now has really sharp hooks. Really sharp hooks. So this is going to be a really good bait. I don't even know who makes it. I got it in a box. It doesn't have a brand on it. But that's going to be a good bait. I'm going to catch stuff on that. What else I got up here? I got some poppers. I got plenty of top water already set up. Those are great. Those are great. So this is good. So, all right. So, a nice little kit. That one. I think there might be a coupon still available on it. Let me see. Let me go to Amazon. Amazon. Go to my orders and did I buy it on Amazon? I don't think I bought it on Amazon. I bought that on. Let's see. Is there a coupon still on it? 10%. So it's $20 normally. $20 normally. And let me cut and paste this thing. So that's that kit. There's a $10 coupon on that. So for $18, you get 181 pieces. Nice little package. I really do love this little tackle box that they give you with it. And they give you beads. Oh, where'd you go? It's there somewhere. Oh, well. I'll find it later. So what you could do, I never really thought about this. This could be cool. These have bait keepers on them, though. You can't get that over that. Huh. That'd be cool if you could, though. That would be cool. Could do something. These are offsets. Run them up there. It's kind of a big hook for a trout, though. These are the smells. I'm thinking. See, they do put some snells on just regular leads like this, which is great if you want to just put, let's say, a trout bait on it, which I need to buy. I need to buy more trout bait. I used it all up pretty much. So some power bait. Go to the store today. Just buy it local. So All right. Well, I think that'll do it. You guys got to see me on how I'll probably do another video later, just polishing these things up. Just how to polish these up and get them nice and shiny again. I have a Dremel, and that helps. Probably do it with some steel wool. Just get some steel wool and just rub it and rub it and rub it and rub it. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do a hand polishing of these with steel wool. If you use 4/0, 40 steel wool, that works really good. Hey, I'm doing okay. I just got done doing some. I just got done replacing hooks on my because I'm going trout fishing this week. So I need to replace these trebles with single hooks because it's a new regulation on the Williamson's River here locally. And that river, you catch huge trout. So I had to replace those. And then I had this really good lure, but with lousy hooks. So I put better hooks on it. So I did that. And I used the hooks inside the Mad Bite kit, which is really nice because they have really nice sharp hooks in here. Really good. And then later, I'm going to do some polishing. So, I'll catch him. Well, not this year. I thought they were going to make me go barbless this year, but they didn't, according to the website, the ODFW website. So I could still have a barb on it this year. I just have to have one hook. This one won't work in that river. Now, I'm going to be at Lake of the Woods. They just planted 800 trophy trout in that, and I'll be there day after tomorrow. But it just snowed here yesterday like crazy. I mean, it was a blizzard. I mean, snow all over the place. So, I mean, my truck was ice this morning. So, obviously, I'm not fishing today. So, you know what? I know now why people have cameramen, because when you're fishing, you're not a good cameraman. You're just not a good cameraman. And I think it's on, but it's not on. And then, well, but I will bring it. I will have it. And I need to come up with a better way of taping, or recording. I have a remote control, wrist thing, so I could press buttons. I don't know. I just got to come up with another way, because I caught a ton of fish Friday. I caught none of them on camera. None. So I don't know. I have to figure it out. I mean, that's why you have cameramen. All those pros have cameramen. So bring a tripod and point it at you. Has voice. Yeah, I know they do, but I'm poor. GoPro 8s and 9s. Yeah. I mean, GoPro. Let's see. Those things cost? GoPro 8. GoPro 8. Hero 8. Okay, you get a refurbished for $259. Says $259, $299, $300 for a GoPro 8. $369 with an accessory. I already have all that stuff. So $300. I mean, I'm poor. Get used or older. Yeah, well, it's $300. It's $300. I'd rather buy another kayak so my son can go kayak fishing with me. Yeah, I'll buy your beat up one, when you get a new one, and contact me, and we get that price down to poor people price. I just need I would love that, because I see the guys fishing all the time, and they always say GoPro on. I go, show off. Hey, I'm there. I'm there, buddy. I'm so there. I'm so there. This one's Cam Park, and it records good pictures. I really like this Cam Park, but it's basic, 1080. I don't do 4K. It says it can do 4K. I only do 1080 because 1080 looks good. So it's a good little camera, but it doesn't have voice, and I really need something to where when I'm hooking, I can say GoPro on, and I can actually get the fight. Because when you got both hands going, you just can't. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. So, I will. I'll do that. I'll do that. That'd be great. I would love to get more catches on that trout video. I knew I was going to get that trout. So I knew I was getting that trout. And so I turned on my camera and I got the trout. But you can see I need to set up also something to stick, a boom on my kayak. So I bought this, and this works really good, but and it's got a mount right here, so I'll figure it out. I figured out. But if I put this on a boom, then I can't go up and turn it on. But if I had voice activated, booyah! I could put it on a boom. I could tell it what to do, and my videos will be so much better. Besides, this is me paddling. This is me casting. Yeah. It is hard. Yeah, so and I have buttons, but it only work if the thing's turned on. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Recording is very important for a video, for a YouTube channel. So, but I'm set. This is going to be good. I'll be on later today, and we'll do some hand polishing of these spinners and stuff, and show you guys how I do that. But definitely, I'll send you an email. And I got you. I think. Let's see. I got. Hey. There. There you are. There you are. No, I'm not a robot. Submit. Okay, I got it. So I'll send you an email, and I'll send you an email. Yeah, it's crazy. My eyesight's terrible. So when you record, it got a little red right down here. And I think I did record when I released that trout, dude. And that thing looked like a shark, didn't it? You look at that trout. That thing swam away like it was going to kill, a deer. It looked really cool. Yeah, I've got 2 batteries for this. This costs $40, right? And for $40, this is a pretty nice little camera, especially with all the gadgets, gear that they give you. So it was okay. Hey, I'm on a fixed income. I'm on a fixed income. I My money has to go far. That's why I have old things like this. See, that's old. But see, polish this up with some steel wool and some polish. This thing will look as good as new. So never throw away, you go to a garage sale and just grab a bunch of this crap and just polish it up. And that's what you do. Just hit garage sales and just grab stuff and just refurbish them. That's what you do. That's what I do. And I come away with good stuff. I did try this line. It's 13 strand braid. Mixed bag. I'm going to give it another try before my final. I did order a 6-pound 13 strand as well. And so what I did is I restrung earlier today. I restrung this with that. I took it all off and I put it back on. So I just didn't. It was too loose. I didn't put enough tension when I actually spooled it. So this looks really good. This is exactly the way it should look. So I'm going to give this another shot. This is my extra heavy reel though setup. I may put this. Well, I don't know. I'm going to get the 6-pound soon, and I'm going to use the 6-pound for trout. So I'll put that on my Spartacus Plus. So let me give that a shot. So anyway, I'll reach out to you, and I will definitely get that to you. So Jared, I see you back. Anyway, I will see you guys later. I'm going to do a little shopping. I'm going to get some power bait today. And then I also have to run errands today before I go fishing the next 2 days. It's nice to not have to work, but I do miss work. I loved working. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Thanks, buddy. I'll send you an email in just a few minutes.